Well, for many years, Ronco has been making our lives easier, enabling us to make healthy, delicious meals for our family in such a quick and easy and, quite honestly, an innovative way. So that's why we are so excited to have them as part of our big 24-hour Cooks event. And finally back in stock for you today, this is your Ronco Ready Grill. So fantastic, everybody. This is award-winning, and what it's gonna enable you to do is cook so many delicious meals in your home. It's grill delicious foods in your home vertically. So at the very tip of the iceberg of what it's going to enable you to do, all of that grease is going to drip off, so you're gonna have healthy, delicious meals for your family with the push of one button, because we know Ronco is the set it and forget it people, right? So we have this back for you today. It's $20 off for today and today only, and it's on 4 flexible payments with free shipping and handling. And you have color choices, Markel. Thank you for joining us.
I tell you what, I'm gonna hop right over to here, and I wanna remind everybody that, you know, here's the reason for this product. And at Ronco, I mean, that's what we do. We innovate kitchen products to change your life in the kitchen. I gotta tell you something right off the bat. We are all out of time. Every one of us. Getting the kids out in the mornings like herding kittens. Then we've all got our activities after school. Come lunchtime, you don't want to have all those trans fat filled fat things for the kids. So let me show you a way to vertically cook an incredible variety of foods in a fraction of the time that you're used to without compromising anything. And I'm going to start with a biggie, okay? How about this? Imagine in your life never having to defrost another piece of fish, chicken, steak, pork chop ever again. Now watch what I'm gonna do.
Yes, I never remember to defrost.
A little bit of spice, just like that. All right. Now, just because it's frozen doesn't mean that you can't go ahead and hit it with your sauce, your spice. You're gonna do everything you normally would do. This includes your steak, this includes your chops. Now you'll notice this basket folds right over like this. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my basket and I'm gonna put it vertically in the Ronco Ready Grill. And Carrie, watch this, my favorite part. I'm gonna set it and forget it. And now listen, frozen to fabulous in 17 minutes. That's less time than it takes for your oven to heat up. That's less time than it takes for a deep fryer to heat up. That's less time than it takes for a delivery guy. That's less time it takes for you to get home and have a shower, and your dinner is gonna be on the table and ready from the freezer to the table.
And a lot less expensive than doing that, for sure.
Right? Now, in case you're wondering, before I get into all the food here, what kind of quality food this is gonna make for you and your family, I want you to watch this, okay? One of the toughest dishes you're ever gonna make on any cooking appliance is fish. Because it dries out, it sticks, it flakes, it goes all over the place. So look at this. My lemon, my asparagus, done at the same time. I'm gonna get into that in a minute. The cooking technology is out of this world. And there's 1 piece and 2 pieces. Now watch this. I'm gonna grab my fork. The problem is, fish burns, and it sticks, and it goes all over the place. But watch this.
Very difficult.
Perfect. Carrie, it's perfect.
Look how flaky that is. Just exactly how you want it.
Exactly. And I'm going to grab a fork for you.
Thank you.
Because this you got to try. And then I'm going to show you how easy this was. What I love about the Ronco Ready Grill, you don't need the fancy chef shirt. You don't need the degree on the wall. You don't need nothing. If you're a good cook, this is going to make your life easier. If you can't cook, wait till you amaze your friends with what you're going to do with this.
So perfect.
Isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
It melts in your mouth, doesn't it?
Perfect texture on the outside and the inside, and you do the vegetables right in the grill with it.
All at the same time. Now, here's how simple that is to do. I'm going to take my fish fillets. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to set them in the basket, just like this. Nothing tough, nothing complicated. I've got them seasoned with a little bit of teriyaki sauce, a little bit of bourbon. There's my my asparagus. There's my lemons. Guys, that really is it.
That is it.
It really is that simple. I'm going to drop this in. Now watch this, Carrie. The perfect fish on the table. And are you kidding me? 11 minutes. 11 minutes in your Ronco Ready Grill, and that's gonna be on. Talk about set it and forget it. So we've got our chicken going from frozen to fabulous. We've got our fish that you just saw, but I'm gonna show you how easy it is to cook live. And follow me down here, and I'm gonna give you kind of a little peek at what you're about to see. Frying with absolutely no oil on your countertop. I'm gonna show you stuffed burgers, chicken breasts, sausages with grilled vegetables. I'm gonna show you how to cook a complete meal for 4 people all at the same time, including the vegetable side dishes right on top. This is pretty cool. And to bring you down here, I want to explain why this machine works the way it does. So Carrie, what I've done is I've got a machine and I've cut the front out. Now, your machine's not gonna come with a glass front. This is just so you can see what happens, okay? Now that basket that you keep seeing has a 1/2 inch hinge on it, but don't let that fool you. Look at this. Those steaks are 2 inches thick. Those are not training steaks. This is the real deal. That basket is spring loaded up to 3 inches thick where the food's gonna go in there. So then all you do is you lower it in. Now, there's no temperature setting, there's no nothing. There's just a timer. You wanna talk about simple, fast, easy? Watch this. All I'm gonna do is set it and forget it. And as soon as I turn that dial, I have a terrific animation to show you what's exactly happening inside that machine. As soon as I turn the dial, I engage the heating elements, which heats up the reflective panels on either side of the machine.
Okay.
What that does is it creates an infrared cooking environment on your countertop in your Ready Grill that cooks past the surface of the food. So there's no shrinkage, there's no loss of juiciness, no loss of tenderness. It speeds up the cooking process, and because it's vertical, all of the extra fat, calories, cholesterol falls away into our patented drip tray. Now, why is it patented? A normal countertop grill, let's say that gets up to 400, 425 degrees. If it's got one of those little catch containers for grease, you know what the temperature of that grease is? 425 degrees.
Exactly.
And if you've got little fingers running around and things get tipped, not a good idea.
Okay.
Our drip container, by the time the fat and grease reach the container, it's actually gone over a cooling chamber and it's cool to the touch. So,
oh, that's great.
So it's one thing to talk about food, it's another thing to listen. Now watch this, guys, remember. This is in 4 inches worth of space on your countertop. No kidding, 4 inches. All right, I'm gonna take that basket up. I'm gonna grab my tongs and I'm gonna show you this again. Again, these are not training steaks, guys. These are the real deal. Those are huge. These are $30, $40 New York strip steaks. Now I'm gonna take the veggies out. This is kind of cool. If you're gonna notice something here. I've got a couple of surprises in the basket. This is not just for the meat. You're gonna do your potatoes and your vegetables at the same time. You're gonna do likewise thicknesses of different proteins at the exact same time. You're gonna do even the little treat. Look at this, Carrie. Next time you do your steaks, go ahead and pop a garlic bulb in there, just like they do at the fancy restaurants. And when you take that out clove by clove and spread it on the steak, it's like butter.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna set that there and I want you guys to watch this, okay?
Okay, we're watching,
I need a fork right there, Carrie, if you can for me. Right in there.
Sir. All right.
Just like that, now watch. Guys, remember, this is on the countertop, 4 inches of space, and those steaks are perfect. Now watch what I'm gonna do.
I'm sorry, how long did you prepare that for?
That's a great question. Just there, 17 minutes. 17 minutes to the table. Now watch this. It doesn't matter if your bite is the first bite, the last bite, or the middle bite. Look at this. They are all cooked the exact same, uniform, perfect, every time. Don't need to be a grill master, don't need to be nothing. Just you gotta try.
Thank you so much.
17 minutes.
And it was the steak, it's the potatoes, it's you know, whatever accessories, all cooked to perfection in 17 minutes. And because it's that vertical technology.
Awesome. Look at that. Wow. I love it.
Oh my God, that really is cooked so perfectly.
Exactly. And think about how many pots and pans it would take to make a meal like this. You would need to heat up the oven, you need the frying pan, you maybe need the grill. And all of that today, for the price that we've got it on, is out of this world.
By the way, you go ahead. I'm still chewing this amazing steak. I'm sorry.
I handed it to her with a mouthful of food. How cool is that?
So good. So good. Go ahead.
Now, what I want you to see, though, is the cleanup, okay? Because a lot of people say, you know, is it hard to clean? Is it tough to clean? Is that going to be my battle?
Because I don't want it if it is.
Exactly. So I want you to watch this, okay? In between uses, very simple. That basket and the drip tray just goes right in the dishwasher. Now, just like your oven, you don't have to clean this after every single use. But after a couple of months, every couple of months, just like your oven, here's all you're gonna do. There's 2 panels. Yours are both gonna be silver. They're the reflective panels.
Okay.
They pop right out, they go in the dishwasher.
Oh, how great.
As do the spring-loaded holders. And guys, that's it. That's your cleanup. All you do is put the basket in the catch container in the dishwasher after the use, and every now and then just pop these all in too.
How
the cooking's
convenient
simple,
is
and the cleanup is so simple.
Which is what we want, right? And now we're getting this today for $20 under the HSN price. So just for our 24-hour Cooks event, this is normally $99.95. It's $79.95 on 4 Flex. So you're getting home to try it for under $20. Plus you have the extended holiday return. Your hardest decision is if you want the black, if you want the red, or if you want the blue. But think about how many times you have forgotten to take some meat out of the freezer on your way to work, and you're driving home and you're thinking, what am I gonna prepare for dinner? Everything is frozen. You can take your meats, your potatoes, your vegetables, all of it, put it right inside the Ronco and have a delicious meal in about 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes.
That's so easy.
Now, let's have you caught me with my mouthful.
Oh, sorry, I'll keep talking. By the way, ask your representative about the grilling cookbook. This is available for you. The item number for that is on the bottom of the screen. If you're thinking this would be a tremendous gift for any griller on my holiday gift list, especially think about if you're getting this for anybody that loves to grill. I don't know about you, but it's getting cold everywhere.
I'll tell you what, that's the whole thing. Who wants to shovel outside? By the way, that book, one of the things that I love about the book, 270 different recipes. That's a different meal of the night almost for the whole year. But have a look at this, okay? Every recipe is a full color page, and every recipe has a 3-panel instructional thing at the bottom. I love that. It's all in pictures, you guys, and the dishes are absolutely out of this world. Things that you will not believe that you're gonna be cooking in 4 inches on your countertop. So I'll tell you what, we got our chicken, we got our fish, we got our steak.
Okay.
I put in some of that hazelnut spread and banana sandwiches just for some fun down there. That's gonna take 3 minutes. Now let's talk convenience foods. Guys, football season's in full swing. We got basketball, we got hockey, we got everybody getting together. People are gonna come over for wings and mozzarella sticks and poppers and everything. So what are your choices? You're gonna heat up that big vat of oil that takes 15, 20 minutes and then totally saturate all your food and all that fat. You can actually air fry with the Ronco Ready Grill. Watch this, perfect wings every single time. That infrared cooking environment creates the perfect cooking environment for crisping up the outside of your foods, making sure everything inside is tender and melted and juicy and perfect. There's my wings just like that, like nothing. By the way, those took 12 minutes. And if you've got the kids, you know, they're over for their own little party, they're over for their own little thing, they're doing their thing. You don't want them around the oven. Sure. You don't want them around the hot oil, the grease of a deep fryer.
Right.
You know what? Let them set their own food up with the Ready Grill. Couldn't be faster, couldn't be simpler. Yeah. And listen, all you do is just start putting food in the basket. That's all. All of your frozen foods, your convenience foods. You can even reheat pizza and leftovers in this. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna fold this basket over, and remember, it couldn't be any simpler. I'm gonna put it in the basket, I'm gonna set it and forget it. 12 minutes, and I'm gonna have my jalapeno poppers and my mozzarella sticks after my wings were done at 11. Can you beat that?
And it's not sitting in all of its own oil and fat and grease because it's that vertical technology. It really is innovative when you think about it, and for it to be so incredibly easy. I love that. Yes, it's a great concept, but if you were just doing your meats and you still were preparing your vegetables and your potatoes elsewhere, that'd be one thing. This, you're putting everything inside the vertical basket, popping it inside.
Your veggies, different foods, different meals. When we come back here and have a look, grilling is fantastic in the Ready Grill. We talked about it. You know, winter time's coming, the snow, the rain, but you're gonna want that grilled food. You're gonna want that burger. You're gonna want that bacon cheddar chicken sandwich. You're gonna want those sausages. So I'll tell you what, have a look at this. In 13 to 14 minutes, depending on how thick your burger is, you've got, and by the way, in the same basket, I have my stuffed burger. I'm gonna put that right there. I've got my 2 big giant Italian sausages with some veggies that I grilled earlier. And remember, the cleanup is nothing more than popping that basket right in the dishwasher. Couldn't be simpler, couldn't be easier. And I've got a grilled plate, just like that, in minutes. Now, I want you to see something cool, okay? When you call, ask about the wide mouth mesh basket with the kebab rods. Check this out. This is available to you as well. 4 kebab rods. Now, what's neat about this, the tomatoes don't fall off, the onions don't burn beyond recognition. Everything cooks perfect and even. It's because of that technology built in. So I'm gonna lower this, and if we can see that animation again, I want you to watch this. You set it and forget it. And as soon as you turn that dial, it's automatically set for temperature. The machine takes over. It heats up the 4 elements, and what that does is that heats up the reflective panels, creating a safe, radiant cooking environment inside of the machine. That's your infrared cooking. It cooks beyond the surface of the food, fast and easy from the inside out. It's the same technology that the 5-star restaurants use to get those unbelievable meals to your table in 12 or 15 minutes, not an hour. And don't forget, healthy cooking in the Ronco Ready Grill. All the oil, grease, and fat just drips away from the food into the patented drip container that's cool to the touch. So if you got little fingers running around, no worries. And we also have available for you, check this out, the steamer basket. Sits right on top. So I've done something very exciting here. You and I practically launched this together a few months ago, okay?
Sold out.
But this is something different that I actually didn't show Carrie. I've cooked a complete meal for 4 people, all in the Ready Grill at the same time. I want you to watch this, okay? I've got the perfect lamb chops, the perfect hot dogs, and I've got the perfect chicken fingers. So here you go. Junior wants chicken fingers and hot dogs, no problem. Remember, not deep fried, they're air fried right in the Ready Grill. I'm gonna pop hot dogs in there, just like that. Dad's got his fancy dancy lamb lollipops right there.
All of it at the same time.
All at the same time. Now look at this.
Oh my goodness.
Because it's a vertical cooker, not only do I have stuffed pork chops stuffed with apple, but if you put apples over top of it, then it actually renders down and self-bastes in its own juice from the apples.
My goodness.
You're gonna be able to create those meals at home in minutes, and just for good measure, my perfectly steamed veggies all at the same time. And you could do rice, you could do risotto, you could do your veggies, you could do all kinds of dishes. Guys, look at that. in one Ready Grill, a complete meal for 4 people.
But different food.
In 15 minutes.
In 15, get out.
15 minutes.
Okay, so you prepared 4 completely different dishes in under 15 minutes, all at the same time. You didn't dirty up a bunch of pans. You didn't let everything sit in its own grease and oil. Because of that vertical technology, you know that you're preparing it in a healthy way for your family. By the way, if you see that price on your screen, which is a $20 savings, that goes away when this event is over. That is just for our 24-hour Cooks event. If you have been curious about this in the past, as you can see, we have the best deal anywhere with the 4 flexible payments of under $20. What a great way for you not only to prepare fast, delicious meals for your family, you're going to save so much money because you're not going through drive-through because you didn't defrost something that morning.
So I'll tell you what, let's talk dessert just for a second. I've got an open machine. That bothers me. So here's what we've done. I've got apple halves with butter, a little bit of brown sugar and cinnamon. So here's a great, fast, healthy, delicious dessert. I'm going to pop that right in. Now, notice there was liquid in there. Doesn't matter. You can bread things. You can marinate them. You can put your sauce on. I'm going to set that for 9 minutes. I'm going to set it and forget it. Now, I have another surprise for you. You didn't even know I was doing this, okay?
So ready,
guys,
yes.
It's one thing to see all this space in a big studio where I got all the room in the world to do whatever it is I want to do. Life's a little different at your house. I know it is. So look behind me, okay? Can you believe this entire time we've been cooking, I have a complete meal for 4, including the sides going on right behind me. Now, here's the cool part, okay? Carrie, you've seen me so far do wings, jalapeno poppers, mozzarella sticks, kebabs, burgers, dog sausages, steaks. I've done lamb, I've done hot dogs, I've done chicken fingers, I've done frozen, I've done fish. You know what you don't see?
What?
Smoke. There's no smoke. The Ronco Ready Grill is completely smoke-free. And when it comes to a dish like this, watch this. On the top, in my optional steamer basket, which by the way is made of silicone, gonna last you forever. Check this out. I've got my 4 perfect cobs of corn steaming away, but check this out. Oh my gosh. Barbecued chicken for 4 on your countertop in 4 inches of counter space, complete with sides. You have got to be kidding me, guys. That is gorgeous. That's the kind of meals that you're going to expect out of your Ronco Ready Grill. The first time, the second time, a year from now, 10 years from now. This is a substantial appliance that you're going to use for years and years and years to come. So we've got about just over 2 minutes left on this presentation with all 3 colors back in stock today. You can choose the red, you can do the blue, or you can do the black. Don't forget to ask your representative about the optional steamer basket. Maybe it's the shish kebab basket. That is available for you as well. All of these back in stock, and the best deal we have offered at a full $20 off today. What do you have to lose when we're preparing healthy, delicious meals for your family, and a fraction of the time? These are items that I always say they pay for themselves because you're no longer going through drive-through. You're, using frozen chicken that you're buying on sale. You're not worrying about defrosting it. You're preparing it in such a, 20 minutes. We all have 20 minutes. I'm going to take care of your lunch, dinner, breakfast, snack, convenience food, party food, in less time than it takes you to heat up an oven, in less time than it takes you to heat up a deep fryer. We are Ronco. We're the rotisserie. We're the pasta maker. We're the spray-on hair and the Mr. Microphone, man. We innovate. We develop. And when it comes to kitchen products, so many awards over the years. And you're right. It's about changing your life in the kitchen, getting everybody back to the dinner table. Because like I said off the top of the show, man, we are all out of time. Everybody's trying to get to the house, get going. And the first thing that suffers, the very first thing that suffers is the family meal. And that's the problem. We want to bring you back to the family table. We want to get everybody gathered around for those healthy, delicious foods. Remember that fish that I showed you right off the top? Well, watch this. I reloaded that basket, and in the time that it's taken for us just to chit-chat and show you some different food, I've got a whole new batch ready to go. And watch this, just as fork, tender, and flaky as the first batch. And you can see this right on the inside. I'm going to hold that up. Guys, that's perfect. Fish does not get any better. It doesn't get any tastier. It doesn't get any more flavorful. Let me do that again. And that's challenging to prepare fish and have it be that flaky and that perfect every time. With the vegetables right next door to it. So you're not dirtying up a bunch of pans. 1 pan, 2 pans, 3 pans. That's what you're looking at to do a meal like this. Oh, and by the way, if you remember, right at the beginning of the show, I said I was going to show you frozen to fabulous. These chicken breasts were penguin butt colds. Technical, don't worry about it. I don't even understand. This is perfect, guys. Look at this. Imagine getting home Everything's frozen, everything's in the freezer. The family wants a healthy meal. You for sure want to give it to them, but you know what? We end up kind of copping out, and we get the pizza, we get the fast food, we take them out. We know it's not good for us, our family, our pocketbook. I want you to do something different. I want you to use the Ronco Ready Grill every single time.
Can you see how juicy that chicken is?
Oh, I'm telling you something. I grab my little knife here.
Wow.
Just like this, and I'm gonna cut just a little bit.
And this was from Frozen at the top of the presentation.
It's perfect.
Wow.
It's perfect. It's it's steaming, it's juicy, it's glistening. Listen, because you're cooking with infrared cooking technology, you're holding that juice in. You're not getting the shrinkage and you're not drying food out. How cool is that? And follow me down here. Don't forget, we also have our convenience foods. When we come back, you gotta see this. All of your frozen foods, you guys, you saw me put these in about 6 minutes ago, and they are perfect. All of your jalapeno poppers, your mozzarella sticks, your chicken wings, your cheese sticks, everything. So perfect. Crispy on the outside, cooked to perfection on the inside. When you utilize that infrared cooking technology, the variety of food that you'll be able to create in minutes with the fat, calories, and extra cholesterol just dripping away. And look at everything we did.
Yeah.
Fish, chicken, fried food, kebabs, dessert, and
endless.
Our